I'm most fascinated by advanced analytics. I think that this whole idea of data as the new oil will probably revolutionize all industries, and each industry has to identify what the impact will be. I was also fascinated by the last story about simulation, advanced simulation, and this possibility that we will be able to simulate much more complex systems in the future. And as long as you can simulate it, it's much cheaper, obviously, than having to build a prototype and then do your testing. So that's also, I think, an interesting topic. Yeah, and the millennial generation, yeah, I think that will in the end also have its own influence. So I like the four topics actually in combination with each other, because they will have a very interesting interaction. But if I have to decide what will I look at the first tomorrow, it will be or continue with advanced analytics, and then simulation. That's also a pretty interesting topic. Well, I see it in the consumer space very clearly. If you can use advanced analytics to understand intent of your customers, then marketing basically changes completely from asking for attention by advertising towards anticipating intent. And that's what we're already seeing with customers in that space, that they're moving funds from investing in marketing to customer support. And customer support responding to predictive analytics and to intent that is found from what people are doing. In the more business-to-business space, I think the big application of big data will be predictive maintenance. If you can change predictive maintenance from unpredicted to predicted, then that's already a huge efficiency gain. So that's where I would say that's where the low-hanging fruits for big data are in the business-to-business sphere. And then, of course, what I find extremely interesting, both of those can be connected with the Internet of Things. We didn't discuss that today, but the sensor network, the Internet of Things is basically an advanced sensor network producing huge amounts of data, and advanced analytics will be the tool to develop signal out of that noise.